Deep in the outskirts of a small New England town, hidden behind thick, overgrown trees and rusted, broken gates, stood Ravenwood Asylum. Built in the early 1800s, it was once a sanctuary for the mentally ill. Over decades, however, it became infamous for its dark history. Patients vanished without explanation. Staff reported hearing whispers from empty rooms, doors slamming on their own, and shadowy figures moving across the halls. By the 1950s, the asylum was completely abandoned, leaving only its haunted legacy. Locals whispered anyone who entered would never leave the same or at all. One cold, foggy autumn evening, a group of urban explorers arrived at the asylum. Mia, a fearless paranormal investigator, led the team. Alongside her were Ethan, a history enthusiast, Lily, a skeptical photographer, Mark, the cameraman, and Sarah, a medium who claimed she could sense spirits. The sun was setting, casting an ominous red glow over the decrepit structure. Fog twisted around the broken gates like ghostly fingers. As they pushed the heavy, rusted gate open, it groaned a warning. The air grew icy, and an unnatural silence fell, broken only by a distant crow cawing. Inside, the main hall was a ruin. Dust fell from the cracked ceiling, and floorboards creaked under every step. The walls were scratched with names and warnings. "You will never leave. They are watching." The group paused. A cold wind blew, carrying faint whispers. "Who's there?" Mia called out, her voice shaking slightly. Only silence replied. They explored the abandoned wing first. Old wheelchairs lay overturned, and rusted tools were scattered across the floor. Shadows moved along the walls, and Lily felt icy fingers brush her arm. "It's probably just the wind," she said, though her voice trembled. Suddenly, a scream echoed through the halls, a high, piercing cry that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. The group froze. Then, a pale figure appeared at the far end of the hall. Hollow eyes, twisted smile. She pointed down a dark staircase. "Follow, if you dare." Against their instincts, the group descended. The basement smelled of decay, mildew, and something more unnatural. Chains hung from the walls, and rusted cages lined the corridor. Suddenly, Sarah gasped. "They're here. They want us." Shadows formed humanoid shapes, moving unnaturally, their eyes glowing faintly red. Whispers became voices, murmuring names, secrets, and threats. Mia's flashlight flickered. In the corner, a small, broken chair tipped over on its own. A cold hand gripped Mark's shoulder, and he stumbled forward, eyes wide with terror. Ethan tried to calm him, but something invisible held him in place. Then the floor beneath them trembled. A ghostly wail erupted from the walls as dozens of pale, lifeless faces pressed through the floorboards, screaming silently, eyes wide in eternal horror. These were the souls of the asylum's victims, trapped for eternity. Mia, determined to find a way out, led the group through a hidden corridor revealed behind a collapsing wall. This wing was untouched by time but far more sinister. Blood-stained medical records, jars containing strange preserved specimens, and ritualistic symbols on the walls suggested the asylum had been used for dark experiments. A sudden loud bang echoed, and the corridor door slammed shut. Shadows surged forward. The explorers ran, hearts pounding, dodging invisible hands that clawed at them. Lily tripped, falling into a shadowy pit, only to vanish before anyone could grab her. Her screams faded into the walls. Finally, Mia reached a staircase leading to the outside. She turned back once and saw the pale woman at a broken window, her finger pointing. "Next time, it will be you," she whispered. Mia stumbled out into the foggy night, alone. Her companions were gone, claimed by Ravenwood. She never returned, but she tells the story as a warning. Ravenwood Asylum is hungry. Its walls remember every scream. Those who enter may never truly leave. And even those who escape carry its curse with them. Locals still report ghostly whispers, shadows moving behind broken windows, and strange figures wandering the overgrown grounds. Stormy nights bring the faint cries of the forgotten, forever trapped inside Ravenwood's cursed halls.